Somalia is in charge of our technical team, so he takes care of the all the technical stuffs. Usually the YouTube live, the video editing on YouTube, and everything is taken care by him. And Vaishnavi is the one who manages the website. She is just second years in bachelor's in cell and molecular biology.
Okay.
So she usually takes care of our website.
Okay.
And Bhakti is like organizing the event. She is like an event manager. She's also just in second year bachelor's. And Satyarth is another PhD student with us who usually writes the emails and is in touch with the speaker. So we have like different people for different things usually.
Okay. So, shall we start?
Yes. I think once the sommelier goes live.
Yeah, it's live.
Ah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Really nice. So yes, we can start today. And I'm welcoming Dr. Daxa Sakhiya today on our event at SciComm Synapse. Today is Sunday morning, and I hope that everybody would have like already had their breakfast. But here in Europe, it's like 6 a.m. So the people who are from Europe joining, very good morning to them. Thanks for joining. And in US, it's already midnight. So that's great. So without wasting much time, let's start the today's event with Dr. Daxa. And I would request Bhakti Sadhguru to please introduce Dr. Daxa today.
Yes, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Let me quickly introduce our today's speaker, Dr. Daxa Sakhiya, an esteemed scholar and seasoned professional in her field. She has done her bachelor's in zoology and master's in microbiology, both from the Maharaja Sayajirao University of Baroda, in the year 2010 and 2012, respectively. She did her PhD from Saurashtra University, Rajkot, in marine biology and biological oceanography in 2020. Currently, Dr. Daksha Sakhiya works as a manager at the Gujarat State Biotechnology Mission, that is GBTM, where her role involves overseeing pivotal human resource development initiatives. She is involved in faculty development programs, entrepreneurship development programs, skill development programs, and biotechnology capacity building programs, which she believes are instrumental in shaping the workforce of tomorrow. She also serves as a deputy coordinator for the Skill Vigyan program sponsored by the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. As a mentor and motivator, she is deeply committed to empower the young tech innovators. Her ultimate vision is to fortify the innovation ecosystem, enabling India to flourish as a vibrant hub for technological advancements. Ma'am, we are very pleased to have you as a speaker today. And now, with this warm welcome, I request the host to continue the event. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bhakti.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me on this platform. Like it was long waiting event, and I had committed to comes once, and still I have flight to catch at 4 p.m. Still I'm here with you guys. So let's start. I'm ready. So
Absolutely, ma'am.
So I will start with Gujarat State Biotechnology Mission. I'd like to brief about how is Biotechnology Mission and from where it was started. And then you may start asking me a question, whatever you would like to ask, and then I will start answering the questions. Okay. So Gujarat State Biotechnology Mission was initiated in 2004 when our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji was then Chief Minister of our state. So at that time, Biotech Mission was initiated with Education Department, and then Science and Technology Department was founded, and mission was handed over to the Department of Science and Technology. Now we are with science and technology department. So we focuses on basically three pillars. One is research and development, other is human resource development, and third one is business development. So through these three activity, we try to develop and a biotech ecosystem in our state. And we also, we are funding body, so we try to support this kind of activities and have a strong foundation of biotech ecosystem in our state. So this is how Biotech Mission was founded, and then the journey was started.
That's very great, ma'am. I think that's very inspiring story that how GSBTM was started, and and how what role now GSBTM is playing by giving grants to the scientists and also to the young upcoming scientists. That's really commendable. So without wasting much time, we can quickly start the event.
Okay.
So, as the audience already know, we usually go for like a short question answer round to keep it like really short and also a bit interactive, so that audience also really love it and also they try to gain whatever they can from today's event. So, uh, so the first question that comes to my mind here right now is that, like, what specific role does human resource development division play within the GSBTM?
So I would like to answer like there, whenever like any if you say any uh, development, technological advancement, or any evolution, so human was the key, and it was in the center of any development. So when it comes to the technological advancement, and when world is facing so many things, so technological, we are going through the technology revolution and transition. So as beginning also, we were at with education department, so our mandate was to nurture the future talent and to make them competent enough to do future advancement. So through you, when it comes to human resource development, so there's a starting difference, like human resource management and development. So when it comes to development, there is a development like shifting or upskilling or skilling them, whatever, wherever they are, we have to lift them up. So it's a development. And managing the resource is entirely different. People are there, we have to manage them with whatever resources are there. So when it comes to human resource development, we have a lot of initiatives, schemes, programs through which we try to groom our resources, not only just students, but entrepreneurs, regulators, and policymakers, everyone. So this is human resource development for biotechnology.
I think that's really good. Every department in GSBTM would play its separate role. So I think human resource department was exactly like this is very well described by you here. So the next immediate question comes where you also work there, is that how GSBTM skill development program, as you mentioned about human resource development as well. So how exactly the skill development program benefits students, especially like me and also like others, looking to build a career in like biotechnology?
So, like there, we all have an academic background, right? And we learn in laboratories. We have all the practicals. So, I would like to give one example, like gram staining. You have a technique. You learn the technique in the lab, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to the utilization or industry relevance, we don't know that how this skill is utilized. So, whatever you have learned, we have to package them to make industry relevant. So that is a meaning of skill development, that you have to make your whatever skill you have learned in your academic institute, you have to make them industry relevant skills. That's it. like when it comes to grams training. So when QC microbiologist, when industry hire QC microbiologist, QA microbiologist, so that particular skill is utilized. So we have to package those skills to make them industry ready. This is the at the heart of any skill development when it visualized with the industry relevant. And there are a lot of like upskilling, reskilling. So when it comes to upskilling, we whatever our faculties are there, they're teaching from last decade. But when they were in their colleges at that time, there was no CRISPR, there was no 3D bioprinting. So we have to upskill them.
Yeah,
so, yeah. And sometimes also we have to reskill them. Like they have learned something, but they have not done in very hands-on or something like that. So we have to strengthen those skills. So upskilling, reskilling, skilling, new skilling, those kind of initiatives are there with GSBTM, and through which we try to strengthen the biotech resources.
I think that's really good, because nowadays also many researches, academic research is also moving translationally, that okay, what can we apply in immediate maybe human health, or how biotechnology can help to uplift our own human being. So I think that's really a good initiative that GSPTM does. So now talking about academic scientists, that like which type of fundings and support can GSBTM provide to researchers and scientists, who are just upcoming and maybe just started their lab, or maybe already established since years,
So yeah, GSBTM has one like the way GSBTM operates human resource development. Similarly, we also operate the other pillar, research and development. So we have a huge research support scheme. So through which we try to fund the research projects. And we also have a Gujarat Biotechnology Research Center. So if their resources, when they are establishing their labs and they would like to skill their fellows or technicians, so we have a very good state-art laboratory facility in Gujarat Biotech Research Center. So they can send there for the training, and they can also utilize those resources. And we have a network of project investigator. They can have access to our network. They can discuss, and we also have some of the conference and other funding seminars, workshops. So they also can try to have gatherings, networking events, have host the conferences. So we have a lot of activities. When a new scientist or new project investigator wants to build their career, and when they want to start their lab, so they have a lot of scheme, and they can access to our schemes and programs and have fundings and resources.
That's really good. And since you mentioned about training the technicians of the lab, maybe the PIs can also send their master students, right? Like if there's a dissertation student and they want to send it to GSBTM, I think if they can do it.
Yes, for the specifically for the training, they can have
for the training.
or our trainings are all starts throughout the year, so they can come anytime they want, and a particular the skill they would like to enrich.
I see. So I think this is a really good opportunity for students who have joined the lab and are looking for some development in the skills for themselves. Then this is a really good initiative, I would suggest. So now, like since you mentioned about GSBTM, it's like an organization. So does it also collaborate with any specific academic institutes to enhance this biotechnology research? I mean, I've heard about Gujarat Biotechnology University that is recently started. I think it also had its first convocation, I guess.
Yes.
I was yeah, that's really proud of in the Gujarat. So can you maybe little bit brief about Gujarat Biotech?
Yeah.
Can
So when you
Gujarat?
come, we have we were initiated 20 years back. Since then, we have formalized so many institutes, like one, as rightly said, Gujarat Biotechnology Research Center. We have also Gujarat Biotechnology University. So it gives full-time master's degree course in 5 fields. Main disciplines, and we also have one incubation center, that is Savli Technology and Business Incubator, and we also have biotechnology park, as well as we also have a biotechnology policy. So these are some of our major 5 initiatives through which we try to strengthen, like we have a range of programs, starting from nurturing startup ideas to the giving subsidies to the industry. So everything operates from the GSBTM office. And as you said, like networking for the researcher. So yes, we do collaborate for the research projects. We have some of the network programs which operates under the research support scheme. So in which we have some very good national institutes, and like we have one is antimicrobial resistance program, advanced biofuel programs. There are a lot of other couple of network programs in which we try to network with national institutes as well. And in futures, like if we get very good opportunity, we would also like to go internationally as well.
That's really good. That's really good. I would be also happy to work with GSBTM in future if I get the chance.
Yeah, definitely. We would love to work.
Absolutely. So since you mentioned about that how you engage the other, different academic institute, so you yourself is women, and you are doing great in the STEM field. And so can you describe about how GSBTM helps to increase the female engagement in the STEM? Are there any specific schemes for the female students or maybe female researchers?
Yeah. So in our biotechnology policy, like when it comes to the female founder, there is a higher benefits, as well as in case of female employees, like when industry recruits any female employees, we give them 100% EPF. So we reimburse the industry. So to increase the employability of female staff in the industry, this is our one of the initiative. As well as we also try, whenever like industry requests us to place some students or interns in their infrastructure, we try to convince them please also have the female as well. And like we also have a lot of peripheral activities in which we try to give measure or maximum benefit whenever there are also a lot of schemes. When it is female founders, तो आपको उससे ज़्यादा funding मिलेगी. And there is also some of the scheme, there is a mandate to have female founders or the female fellows. So this is how we support female in biotech industries.
That's really good. I think the females, the upcoming people in the STEM. I also see nowadays there are so many female scientists are coming up, daily with their different research, and that's really
STEM. And there are a lot of nationwide initiatives are taken, Vice Kiran fellowships, and those are there to support women. So there are a lot of schemes which are specifically for women.
Can you describe maybe one or two this kind of fellowship for women, especially here? Because I'm sure there would be many female listeners as well today who would be graduating or maybe already finished their masters. So, what opportunities now are there, especially for the female?
Department of Biotechnology, Government of India has lot of female-centric schemes. And then there are a lot of and there is a mandate that there should be some career break. So those who are mother, or those are the female who wants to due to some or the other reason, family reason, they might have dropped their study, so they can take their re-entry through these fellowships. So I'll request you, like parallelly, I request you go through the GSBTM website, as well as please go to the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India's website as well. So over there are list of fellowship, and if you are particularly at any stage, you are seeking or any guidance or mentorship, please drop an email to me, like what specifically you would like to address. So because right now I'm just giving broad spectrum, but what is your current phase, what you are struggling through, what you are going through, and what exactly you need. So it's a very personal thing, and you can, anyone can approach Biotech Mission Office, and my email address is also there in on the website. You can write me anytime. I'm there to guide you through.
Definitely, ma'am. Definitely. I think you would get really good inquiries from the female STEM enthusiasts today who would be really doing great in future.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Looking forward to answer their query anytime.
Absolutely. So, since you mentioned about, female engagement also in research, so I was in general, when I was understanding the science communication, maybe can you share some, since you have been in this field since many years, can you suggest some things that how GSBTM enhances the participation in science communication especially, and like how students should also be motivated to pursue science communication?
So when it comes to science communication, Department of Science and Technology have the other Gujarat Science and Technology Council is there. So who engage with STEMs enthusiasts as well. We have a science city as well. So there are also science communications things going on. You said how we all together can strengthen the science communication. So I would like to highlight one thing, that our students don't know what is there or what is the future prospect, or what are the career options are available if you are interested in science communication. For example, like in our conventional academic institute, no one teaches us that you can be a very good columnist. You can write columns in newspaper. No one, our faculties never told us, right? And some of the people who are interested in making some videos or content in science, so these are the career options which are not widely accepted, or which are not conventional. So students are not aware, and so I think this is very, we have to start convincing or telling our students that these career pathways are very normal, and you can opt if you are interested to write something. If you would like to write some books, or you would like to make some videos, or you would like to create some contents, or you can also would like to be like cartoonist or science art enthusiast. You like to paint, you can draw some science paintings, and if you are interested in making cartoons, side-toons, you can opt for those careers. So these are some career pathways students, like when they are in their graduation or masters, we have to through the mouth of word or whatever mechanism, we have to tell them that these are the SciComm career pathways you can opt for.
Absolutely. So since you mentioned about how we can engage this, more participation in science communication, I would like to tell audience something today. What I think we were also discussing, Dr. Daxa. We would really come up with science art competition soon, and it would be a Gujarat-wide, I would say pan-India, nationwide science art competition, and we have already done this before, and we had really beautiful judges. And the theme last time it was nature's hidden patterns, and there were beautiful paintings. Somebody painted the Fibonacci sequence of the in the universe, and somebody painted with the help of the cells. Somebody painted, I think, Georg Mendel or something like that, by drawing each cell of the pea plant. and it was really beautiful. So I think we will also come up with one more science art event soon, and we will also request Dr. Daxa to be, part of it, and also
No,
engage
no,
in the
yeah,
STEM.
definitely. Like, love to be there, and I can like always ready to guide in whatever in my personal capacity. If students,
Definitely,
community are in like benefits, so I am there to support students.
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
Thank you so
So,
much. Yeah. So
so,
and one more thing I would like to say
mhm,
when we are talking about science communication, so the mode of engagement, like different audience are looking for different thing. For example, if you would like to convince students, you have to draw some beautiful painting. The same thing you
mm,
would like to convince scientists, you have to make some articles or write a research
mm,
paper. When you
mm,
are trying
mm,
to engage some normal public like layman,
mm,
my father or
mm,
your father, you
mm,
have to
mm,
write some easy language. And
yeah,
when you would like to address the government, you need to generate some reports with data and
yeah,
those kind of things. So every audience needs some different kind of engagement and different kind of things, and you should be able to communicate same thing with different audience with different
mm,
forms. So this is
mm,
how science communication altogether look like. So when students are interested to explore this STEM pathway or science pathways, they should explore those avenues as well. Like you can be a very good report writer. You can then you have a career in a very good consultancy firm where you can generate very good reports. Like for example,
mm,
how many women are there in the STEM, what is the ratio, what are the
mm,
dropouts, what are the
mhm,
at leadership positions. So you can
mm,
generate some very good reports based on the data, and you can present to the government. So that will make a government to make some informed decision. So this is how
mm.
science communication should be look like.
I think that really looks really good. The way you explain the science communication and how students now can also take part, make their career in different fields. I think that's also really important. That how should we engage the students even while they are studying, and also maybe after their studies, not necessarily just doing research, but also doing the work, the something which is also important, which connects society and science together. So I think that gap needs to be bridged, which is done by science communication.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm sure, I think that GSBTM would have a lot of success stories and would have funded, really big and good projects. But maybe can you share some of the really memorable project and really successful project of GSBTM?
Sure, definitely. I love to. There are a lot of story. Like I don't know from where to start, because we every day because we are working since 2004, so we have a lot of success stories.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to give two story. One is our entrepreneurs, and one was our skilled participants.
Mm-hmm.
So one our entrepreneur, you might be like have heard of Ravi Environment Solution. So
Yes.
Dr. Vinita Prasad, I would like to give her stories. So she was like she has like very good career, and she has done PhD and all,
Yeah.
and she has like invented some anaerobic bacteria or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
through her PhD founding, she had started her entrepreneurship journey
Yeah. Yeah.
for cleaning the environment effluent. And they have now range of products which offers the clean tech
Yes.
solutions. So one of these Ravi environment solution is one of our big story. And the other story I would like to mention, which is past our skill development program. There was one student, Ankit, was there in our program. He has came from the Kolkata, because our DBT Skill Vigyan program offers
Mm-hmm.
a wide range of students. They all across the nation. This is the only programs where students from the other state also comes. So Ankit came from the Kolkata. He has his master's degree there. He came with very less resources and very like he was sincere and talented, intelligent enough. He has came with very low confidence, shy kind of boy. Then he was there for with us for 3 months. He has gone through rigorous training, CV writing, interviews, and those kind of things. He became so intelligent, so confident that he has cracked one of the interview in a very good pharma in GIDC Chhatral, and now he is here, settled in Gujarat. He has very good salary. I like it. I would like to say if PhD scholar will go in the industry, they will not crack those kind of entry level. So if Ankit is there, he's here and settled from Kolkata to Gujarat. So he's one of the I would like to, and there are a lot of like in our last skill program there was 92 students was enrolled and 56 got placement. So from the 56 he is there and 26 opt for higher education, like from 92 26 opt for higher education. So this is our success look like and our placements look like.
I think that's really good. And I would like to mention about Dr. Vanita Prasad. So we also have hosted Dr. Vanita Prasad 2 years back on the platform. I think we should also invite Dr. Vanita once again.
You can also have Rajneesh Prasad. He is co-founder as well. They are so good. They are humble. And like sometimes they also guide us to how to build team and what kind of resources are there, what kind of skill is needed for the industry. So they are always there for everyone.
Definitely. So I think we have already hosted Dr. Vanita once. I think we would also host Dr. Vanita once again with her co-founder as well. I think Dr. Rajneesh. Yeah. Yes. So I think we would host both of them again on the SciComm Synapse. I think I'm sure that she would accept our invite once again. So since you mentioned about the success stories and how it was really good at the students level as well, that how students can also engage with GSBTM. So like how exactly what are the opportunities for the students to collaborate with GSBTM in the sense maybe of internships or something like that?
So for the students specifically, we have a range of internship programs starting from 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. So you can please definitely those who are looking for internships at any stage of their career. They could be second year students, pass out students, or pursuing student, whatever, wherever they are in their career path, they can we have a different internships or different training for different range of students. Like for undergraduates, we have exposure trainings, and for exposure training in research institute. For master students, we have exposure training in industry, as well as for the pass out students, we have a stipendiary and full-time training in industry. So these are, and then there are skill development initiatives, skill development programs, DBT skill began. So you please, I request students, those who are looking for industry, go through our website and see whenever our timeline or call is announced, you apply through our call and you will get internship stipend. Apart from this, if you are like really interested to sharpen or strengthen your specific skill, for example, I would like to learn something about proteomics or peptides or something like that, and if you are not getting any link or connection, or if you are not any PI is not allowing you, just drop me an email. I'll try to talk to them and I'll try to arrange something if I can arrange maybe for you.
I think that's really nice, I would say, of students, how they can also engage with GSBTM. So now, like, since we are talking about students and it's a interactive session with students as well, so what advice would you like to give to the students, to like those who are starting their career, maybe who have just finished their bachelor's and looking for opportunities, or who have just started finished their masters and then they are looking for opportunities?
So I would like to give some basic advice. Like I'm not someone who can, like, you all are have done your masters and you have passed out your graduation. So you all are smart enough to decide what you want in your life. However, still I would like to say that whenever you would like to pursue your career, please decide one thing: you want money or you want just a career. Like if you would like to make money, then please go for industry, go for a job. And if you would like to discover something and you would like to do science and off, then you go opt for PhD. But from the very beginning, you should decide what you want, like, in your life. That's it. And the other thing I would like to say that please clear your basic, have a strong foundation of science, physics, maths, chemistry, physiology, cell biology, mole biology. You should have these basic skills of science, because today whatever you are learning your lab, or today whatever you are learning through the skill program, or whatever you are learning, tomorrow it is not going to be relevant anymore, because
Yeah.
we are going through the huge evolution every day. Because at my time there was no CRISPR or 3D printing. There was
Mm.
no such technology, so I don't have those skills at that time. But if I would want to be a relevant today in any industry, I need to learn those skills. So, and when you can learn this skill, if you have a strong foundation of basic fundamental sciences, so please clear your all doubts, have basic knowledge of science. So this is the main thing I would like to say. And the third thing, you should be sincere enough and consistent in life, because sincerity is only thing that you can, like, achieve in your life. Because in your learnings will not be relevant anymore. You every day you have to adapt and start and continuous learning. So these are something basic you should learn when you are have in your mind when you are making your career choices.
I think that's a really good advice for the students. As you correctly mentioned, I really like that like the world is moving really fast, so you need to be faster.
Yes, you have to be. Yeah, and if you have to be like fast runner, then you should have a life kit, life jacket, and your life jacket is or savior is only your fundamental and basic sciences. No other thing can
That's
save you
absolutely
from this
correct.
world. Like, so
That's
this
absolutely.
is must or basic thing you should learn.
So in this rapidly evolving, sector of biotechnology, like what inspired you at the beginning to take up biotechnology as the career? Like maybe you were in bachelor's or master's, and you decided, I want to go into biotechnology.
So for me, like, I come from farming background, so I had no career choice. I was like doing quite good in my schooling. So someone told my parents that please give some her higher education. So, and I learned alphabet in my fifth grade. I am come from very farming background in small village, and so something like that. So then, like, I took biology, and I wanted to be a doctor. Somehow I didn't
Yeah.
score well in biology. And then at
Mhm.
that time I was getting admission in high payment seat, but my family condition was not that I can my parents can afford those paying seats or private education. So then I
Mhm.
ended up in MS University. I did my graduation and masters in, like, anyhow I from first grade to till the date I had never gone to the any private schooling education. I did never did private job, anything. I was
Mhm.
from the very beginning I was always associated with government. Today I
Mhm.
was also, like, I'm lucky enough that from my career also I had always worked with government as well. So although I work with private, but not directly with privates. And when I was doing my graduation at that time, like there was only choice to opt for microbiology if you crack the exam. So मेरे लिए ये था कि if I get fail any in 10th grade or 12th or graduation, my parents will discontinue my study. So I have to score high. I was in high pressure enormously, and like after every graduation or masters or everything, I have to prove myself. Like BSc के बाद I had cracked my master's exam. Then I went to my parents that I want to pursue 2 more years. Then after masters, I cracked the PhD exams and I had fellowship. And then I went to my parents that I would like to pursue 3 more years to PhD. So every time, like मैं students को भी यही बताऊंगी, if you would like to pursue something in your life, you have something strong foundation in your hand to convince anything. Like आप ऐसे ही चले जाओगे, your parents will not say anything. आप प्रूफ के साथ जाओगे कि I had cracked this exam and now I would like to go. For example, अगर graduate student would like to pursue their masters in outside or abroad, they should have some qualification or joining letter or something like that. This industry universities taking me, or this is fellowship someone agency has offered me, and now I would like to go. I'm sure your parents will never deny. This is the only thing girls can convince your parents. For the girls, this is the basic thing. You have to have something in your head. Then only your parents can be ready to. So this is something I had started my journey, and this is how I'm here.
I think that is so inspiring for all the female students, especially, that if Dr. Daxa can do it, then I think everybody can.
Everybody can do it. Like if you learn alphabet in 5th grade and still you are here in government and like engaging with foreign delegates and convincing stakeholders, then anyone can do it. Anyone can do it.
Exactly. Just need a strong determination, motivation, and enthusiasm, especially to pursue, keep on doing something that you like.
And before convincing anyone for anything, you should have you should be prepared.
That's true. Like homework.
Anywhere. Like if you are going for interview, you should be prepared. You should tell them that this is the list of skill and I am there. I'll benefit you. Like if you cannot hire, you are in a loss. This is
absolutely right.
The attitude.
Absolutely right. I think that's a really good advice for students as well. That like this is something that you should take care. I think. So since you mentioned about your career, so after doing PhD, I think you were also a professor for very short amount of time. And how was the transition for you from academia to GSBTM, and especially in the human resource development?
So like I was on this is again a personal thing, because I was on a maternity leave. And my laboratory where I was working and doing my PhD, my bench work was over. When I came back from the maternity leave, at that time my lab was shifted to another city. So I had no choice, and I was juggling through so many things. I had a like 2-year-old son in my hand. I had to write my PhD thesis. And at that same time, COVID breakout was there. So we all were locked in the lockdown and everything. And during this period, I wrote my thesis. I raised my kid at home. I took classes to the BSc graduates. And in the evening, I was also preparing for general aptitude and those, because when we do science, we don't have a language. We leave those things like literature, reasonings, and aptitude and everything. So history as well. So I was also taking like learning those, and I myself was going for those government classes for clerical job. So when COVID lockdown was ramp up, then after that I had cracked this GSBTM exam. At that time, this government exam preparation was helpful. I had also wrote the thesis so in the lockdown. So after that, I had also PhD degree, and my son was also grown up. So however, in COVID, lockdown was very hectic, but people were like, क्या होता है कि when maternity leave and tension और stresses आ जाते हैं, लोग सब कुछ छोड़ के depression में आ जाते हैं. But I had done like multiple tasks and everything, and that 2 year I had utilized like anything, and so this is how my journey was started.
I think COVID was a really, I would say that COVID was
I would say
something.
blessing for me.
I think COVID was blessing for something, and also I mean, there were boon for many people. But I think the students who wanted to pursue their career, especially in biotechnology, the COVID was one of the best opportunity during that time. Majority of the people were getting placed, and also now I think this has shaped the biotech field so much that people are immediately getting jobs. There are so many skill programs, and also engagement in this STEM. So I would like to take up the questions from the audience now, but before that, like I asked this question to almost all the professors and the guests speakers whom we invite. We have done around 50 events so far. So we also hosted Felix Bast recently, and everybody gave the different answers. But I would also like to ask you this question: what is the best discovery as per you in the biotechnology field? Like any specific discovery?
I would say vaccine,
Uh-huh.
what I feel, because the way globalization and the way human has take over the world, like
Mm-hmm.
you can say we are living in very you concrete world, concrete jungle of there are lots of building, deforestation,
Mm-hmm.
and whatever is happening. If vaccine was not invented, like
Mm-hmm.
you cannot imagine how the life would be. So as per there are many discovery, but vaccine is very dear and near to me, because I feel like preparatory mode of anything is better than
Mm-hmm.
precautionary is
Mm-hmm.
very beneficial. So vaccine,
Mm-hmm.
I feel, is uh, I don't know for others, but for me, I feel vaccine discovery of vaccine is a boon and life changing for the world.
Blessing. I think that's really good. I mean, we also had one of the scientists. I think she's also involved with GSBTM, I guess. Dr. Devjani from
Yeah, she
GSFC
is one of
University.
the project investigator in one of our
Yeah, yeah,
programs. So she is
yeah.
like,
And we also hosted her, and her answer was one of my favorites. She said the discovery of HCl, like H plus ion and Cl minus ions. And I think vaccine is also one of the most
for yeah,
important
when it
discoveries.
comes to the biotechnology, you say,
Yes,
so for the biotech, vaccine is, I feel
is one
like,
of the best thing that I think in today's world.
antidote and vaccine is the one of the thing which
Absolutely. I think I completely agree on your point. Vaccines, I mean, even during the COVID times, or even further, like polio in India, polio is
go,
completely
and there are
eradicated.
so many other things like
Yeah,
you name it, we have it, the vaccines. So basic vaccine
that's
invention
really
is
true.
like,
That's really true. So, ma'am, some of the, I mean, there is one of the participant with us who maybe wanted to establish a research institute ideally. So the person is asking that, how exactly they want to have like a personal or maybe in-person communication with GSBTM on how to, establish the interiors of the
Laboratory.
research facility. Yeah, I think they are more interested in private sector, but I think maybe you can get in touch with ma'am and she can help you out to connect with the officials and help to how to establish the research facility. And if it in Gujarat, then definitely yes.
Yeah, so I have a like couple of people whom I know. So what you need
Mm-hmm,
biosafety clearance, or what should be there in your laboratories, where should be
mm-hmm,
the entry exit.
mm-hmm,
So there are people who can guide you. So I
mm-hmm.
think let's have a conversation and have what you need will definitely address your question.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I see. So there is one female STEM connector, and she wants to ask that since you cracked the GSBTM exam, like what kind of questions are asked in those exams, and maybe can you brief a little bit that if somebody is looking forward to prepare for such exams, then.
So Gujarat State Biotech Mission's exam is like a public service commission's exam kind
Mm-hmm,
of exams. So
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
it has a component of Gujarati, English, reasoning, maths,
mm-hmm,
history,
mm-hmm,
geography, and then there is also component of science like biotechnology. So there is a like a lot of things. And as I rightly previously said, you should have a basic foundation, like you should have a knowledge of how many chromosomes are there in the human cell. So those are the basic something you should know, because after that you take the DNA out of bloods and everything, and you do research, but you don't know basic, like how many chromosomes are there, and how
yeah.
you can do the further studies and investigation, how
Mm,
many type
mm,
of chromosomes are there,
mm,
what
mm,
are they like. So I mean whenever some any kind of entrance exams or anything, your foundation should be solid enough
mm, mm,
that no one can like आपको कोई हिला ना पाए, ऐसा फाउंडेशन
mm,
होना चाहिए.
mm, mm, mm.
No one
I
should
think
shake your foundation.
I think that's a really good advice
Today
for.
also, like whenever I get time, I read TCS cycle and glycolysis, and I also try to learn sometimes cell signaling. So it is something you should always read, brush, revise. Yeah. So this is something you should always learn and keep continuous learning. So I think Daria has Bhakti. Daria, your voice is not audible to audience.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, please.
I'm really sorry, my laptop ran into some issue, and now I had to join by my phone. But it's completely
Yeah,
all right for me.
yeah, please. So
So
I
since
was saying that you should have a basic foundation of anything, and a fundamental sciences will only your savior.
I think that's a really good advice for all the students out here, and especially who are also aiming for government exams like GPSs. I was also one of them. So during my bachelor's time, I think I also wanted to go into, but I got opportunity to pursue my PhD. So I think I decided to join my PhD program here. So that was really inspiring webinar today, ma'am. Interactive session. Thank you so much for giving us some time and taking out time for the students. And I would like to say that we had more than 200 registrations, even more. The last number that I saw was above 200. I think on Saturday. I think when we were having a chat, and then I didn't see, and then I was definitely sure that the event is going to be a huge success for the Psychom Synapse, and also for a greater audience for you to connect with the students.
Okay.
So I would
Anytime,
like
please.
to.
Yeah. If those participants have some queries or any comments or anything like that, please do let me know. I would like to address their questions and comments. So with this, I would like to thank every one of you, like Somilia, Bhakti, and Devya. You. Thank you so much for hosting me, and please let me know if I can do anything for Psychom Synapse. I'd love to connect
Sure, ma'am.
anything. Yeah,
Sure, ma'am, absolutely. We would like to thank especially our audience today who took time out and joined at 11 a.m. On Sunday, that too. And all the biotech enthusiasts, I would like to thank you also, ma'am, and the entire team of the Psychom Synapse, Satya, Somilia, Bhakti, Vaishnavi, Vansi, and everybody who helped to, make this event possible. Definitely, ma'am, we would like to engage with you and also with GSBTM very soon. And we would write you an email with things that we can engage more students with this initiatives.
thank you. The work you are doing, like it's a great initiative because you all are full-time scholars somewhere, and you are taking out some time to strengthen the like science communication. So I would love to contribute anything if I can contribute in my personal capacity, because anyway you are doing great job. How now the point is there, how we can strengthen and take this initiative to the next level.
Definitely, ma'am. Definitely. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much for your help. So we
I'm
would
really, yeah.
officially.
If anyone, like, thank you so much, and see you in person if something is there, and all the best. Thank you so much. I'm signing
Thank
off
you
now.
so much. So officially goodbye to all our audience, and thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much, ma'am, once again for joining this event. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely. So please fill in the feedback form. Everybody, this helps us as a team to grow. It helps us to understand that what students want, and this definitely helps us to strengthen more science communication. So
Thank you.
please fill the feedback forms, and then you will receive the e-certificates directly from there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Goodbye. Would be great if we can end the live stream. Ah, okay, okay.
We can't hear you. Your mic is off.
Please fill in the feedback form link. This would help us to engage more with you all, and it would also send you the e-certificate for this event. Okay, bye bye. Take care, everybody. I think it has ended.